Today we speak about the Joha Q, which is the right rhythm, the principle of right rhythm and right time in nature, which is one of the principles of the Japanese aesthetic. Everything in the forest follows this principle. Plants go through long periods of time when they don't know, they don't grow. Then at the right time, they begin to develop and even grow in a rapid way. And flowers as well bloom at the right time. Animals come out at the right time. So knowing how to seize the right moment is a matter of instinct. And when walking in a forest, the principle of Joha Q should be applied to observing birds, insects, and animals. So if you can see any animals when you are walking, when you see a bird or an insect, just think this is the right moment for us to be in contact, to meet in this moment. So to be there at that very moment, to see that swift passage of that bird, of that insect, is not happening by accident. It's the fruit of the rhythm that binds together all things in the forest, in nature, including you, including us, because we are in that moment an element of the forest, an element of nature. So the principle of rhythm and beauty is something that we can apply, for example, when we need to reach a goal or we need to pacify something. Like, for example, we can pacify an image that comes from our ancestors because it's perturbed. And so there is an element in our story that needs to find peace, so which we don't need to go against, but it is an image that needs to be pacified. And normally the images when you are alone are those when you need to reach a goal. The images with others are those when that you need to pacify. So there are different images of happenings happening to us in our life. And this is one of the many ways for which we can work in shamanism among all the different techniques, the different traditions. In some traditions, extractions or soul retrievals are done in a specific way, working in a specific way. In some other traditions, like for example the Japanese one, we can work in connecting back with our ancestors and trying to pacify those events that happen to people that sometimes are related to us, grandfather, grandmother, parents, but sometimes we are not even aware of who they were in our story. They are far back in time in our lineage and we don't know them, but there is still something, an element that is affecting our story, that is maybe coming through the whole lineage of our female ancestors or male ancestors, and is still affecting us today, and we are not even aware that something that is happening to us, it's something that was started ages ago. So that then when you work with a shamanic practitioner, you work with a shaman, and then the shaman is able to connect and call upon that ancestor that was the first one through which that element appeared for the first time. We don't need, of course, to be disturbed or angry with our first ancestors that caused for us to suffer about something nowadays. We just need to accept it, include it inside our story, accepted inside our lineage, and then just being proud because we are the one responsible for taking care of ourselves and healing this happening, healing this perturbed image, healing these diseases, imbalances that is affecting us nowadays. It means that we are healing that for us, but also on behalf of our lineage. So this principle of the Joha Q, it's something that it cannot only be referred to when we are inside nature in a forest, but it's something that is good just to double check in a moment of consciousness inside our life, our daily life, and asking ourselves, are we in the right rhythm? Are we living ourselves in the right rhythm, in balance with nature, which is inside of us, because we are part of nature and we were born in the natural code. And then through the process of education, which is not getting culture. It's the process of getting inside society. It's a process of being fit inside the system. We lose the connection with the natural code, and then we need to spend our own life just to be back and being connected with natural code. So asking ourselves, are we in the balance between the right rhythm of nature and what we are doing in our life? And the majority of time we are either too slow or either too quick. So there is an element either or overreacting, overacting of a masculine side that is too much present in our life, or too slow. It means that we are procrastinating something, and there is where there are fears coming through. Why are we not doing something? What is that exactly we are scared of? Why are we waiting? Yes, sometimes we need to wait for the right things in life to happen that are connected, of course, with the divine time. But sometimes there is an element of self-sabotage. We are blocking ourselves. We are blocking the process. Why are we not doing something? Because there is a fear of not having success. There is a fear of failure. And so we have to just stop, identify that moment, connect back to ourselves, and refine the balance. And then just letting go and just allow the universe to do its own process and work.